Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 season is on the air. Got another big game today. Today's date is August 23rd, 1969. We are at historic Forbes Field for a big National League matchup between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Reds come into this game a record of 64-58, and they are right now only 2 games back, or I should say 2 wins back, of the Los Angeles Dodgers for third. The Pirates, a record of 67-55, having a good year, but they are still 8 wins back of the New York Mets, 6 wins back of the St. Louis Cardinals, who are now in third place in the National League East. So pretty much anything is possible as these 2 teams still fighting to get into their top 3, and we'll see what happens tonight. I think I got the lighting practically perfect with the new camera. I think I got it as best as I can get it, where you guys can see it with not much glare. I moved a few things around, so I think I got it right here. I think you guys should say a nice, very clear picture on your screen. I think it's as good as I'm going to get it with the setup that I have. I only wish I had a more professional setup, but with this new 4K camera, I think I got it right. Brian B., Kirk Berglund's Baseball World, and Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Forbes Field. The Pirates historically won this game. Pirates had 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. The Reds had 1 run, 9 hits, and 1 errors. And Brian B. already trying to make adjustments. Brian B., you'll have to remind me when we get there. So you'll have to tell me what you want, for adjustment, for pinch hitters and substitutions when we get there, my good man. And Sports Time Machine, Utah Mike, joins us here at Forbes Field. So we got a very good game tonight between the Reds and the Pirates. Both teams are in 4th place, trying to get to 3rd place, which is where you got to be to get to the postseason. But and of course have a winning record. But tonight, I think we got a good game, so let's get started. Starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight is Bob Moose. He had a pretty good year, actually. 14 wins, 3 losses, 4 saves, a 2.91 ERA, 165 strikeouts, and 59 walks in 69. He relieved more than he started, but that's a pretty good year. Forbes Field, definitely a pitcher's park. Only 74 home runs here, +2 to strikeouts, -2 to walks, and actually -1 to home runs. And of course, now that I said that, we'll have about 20 home runs tonight. Who knows what will happen? XSG2, DB, and Jimmy Jam, and Brian Pedersen join us here at Forbes Field. It is good to see Brian back once again. But enough is enough. Let's play some baseball. Let's go to the top of the 1st. Leading off for the Reds will be the left fielder, Ted Savage. He got the call in left field for the start today. 227 average, 2 homers, 11 RBIs in 69. We're going to use yellow, white, and black dice. Pirates are the home team. Everybody is set here for a game at Forbes Field. Both teams are in 4th, chasing 3rd. You got to get into the top 3 to make the postseason and have a winning record. And right now, the Reds and the Pirates are in pretty good shape in that category, but they got some catching up to do. Let's play some baseball. Moose, 5-2, strikeout 9, swing and a miss, struck him out. That'll be the first strikeout for Moose, and that is out number 1. Next batter is the center fielder, Bobby Tolan, 305 average, 21 homers, 93 RBIs in 69. Moose, 5-5, strikeout 11, called strike 3 on Tolan. He'll get him, 2 down. Second strikeout. And now the next batter will be the right fielder. One of the greatest of all time, yes. Hall of Famer? No. Mr. Pete Rose, 348 average, 16 homers, 82 RBIs. Yes, he should be in the Hall of Fame. Moose, 6-2. That's a pitcher result, and that 5 against a lefty, against a switch left, is going to be an automatic out. And that's going to be a ground ball to second base, handled there by Gene Alley. And he will take his time and throw it over for the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. And we go to the bottom of the first. David Vega joins us here at Forbes Field. Starting pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds tonight, Gerry Arrigo. 4 wins, 7 losses, a 4.15 ERA, 35 strikeouts, 58 walks. So may see a few control issues, but sometimes inside pitch has a mind of its own. Bottom of the first inning, leading off for the Pirates will be the center fielder, Matty Alou. 331 average, a homer, and 48 RBIs in 69. Arrigo, 6-1, that's at the park. Forbes Field, 1-3, that's a base hit to left field, and Alou's got to try for second. It's a single plus. Left fielder is Savage, a +1 arm. Alou, a base running rating of 4. A 1-5, he'll make second base, and it's a 6. Here comes the play from Savage. Savage has a +1 arm. A 1-3, Alou, a 1-3. Alou is out. No, Alou will head back to first base. Good throw by Ted Savage to keep Alou from getting to second. And he will hold at first base and be happy with the single. Next up is the third baseman, Jose Pagan. 285 average, 9 homers, and 42 RBIs in 69. And let's see what we got here. Infield double play, of course. Strategy for Alou. And he gets the steal sign, no. Pagan gets the hit and run, but he's not going to do it because Pagan can hit home runs. Arrigo, 2-2, error on a grounder. Pagan, 6-1. That's not an error. It's a slow hit ball to short. That's going to get picked up by Woody Woodward. Pagan, a base running rating of 3. The throw to first. Got him. Alou will reach second on the ground out. So that will be a grounder to short. Nice play by Woody Woodward to get Pagan out at first. 1 out now, and that will bring up the left fielder. Pops himself, Willie Stargell. And yes, one of the greatest home run hitters of all time. 307 average, 29 homers, 92 RBIs in 69. Ron McGrath joins us here at Forbes Field. Strategy roll for Alou. He stays put. Arrigo, 4-4, error on a throw. Stargell, 3-4. That's a base hit to right field. That's going to be a single. Let's see here. Pete Rose has an error rating of 4. That's a 2. There's going to be a throwing error. There's going to be a throwing error. Now we got to see what happens here. We already know it's a base hit to right field. So we know. Let's see what happens with Alou. Alou's base running rating is a 4. Single to right. Single to right +1. So a 1-5, Alou would score automatically anyway, and that does. So Alou does score, but it is an error on a throw. So we know the throw is going to come in. There's going to be a throw. It goes to the plate, and Stargell, and that because it's a 1, Stargell is going to make third on the throwing error. So Alou will score on a bad throw by Rose. So Stargell will wind up at third on a single and an E9. Stadium cheers. Yay! First error on the Reds. They did have an error in that game. How are the version 4 rules working out? So far, not too bad. I do like them. So far. Actually, Stargell stays at second base. My bad. He doesn't go to third. Stargell goes back to second. I keep on forgetting my own chart that I have. So the batter does take second base on the throwing error automatically, but it is 1-0 in favor of the Pirates. And now the batter will be the right fielder, the greatest Puerto Rican player in baseball history, Roberto Clemente. He had a great year in 69. 345 average, 19 homers, 91 RBIs in 69. Runner on at second, 1-0 already in favor of the Pirates. Strategy roll, nothing on the 19. Arrigo, 4-6. Against the righty, it's a blank. Clemente, 5-6. And that is a fly ball to left field. That's going to be caught by Ted Savage. Starger will automatically hold at second. That's 2 outs. And now 2 away. And now that'll bring up the catcher, Manny Sanguillen, underrated catcher. What heck of a catcher in his career. 303 average, 5 homers, 57 RBIs. Some people think he belongs in the Hall of Fame. Debatable. Arrigo will set up, strategy roll, nothing on the 5. Arrigo, 6-4 against the righty, it's a blank. Sanguillen, 3-4, and he'll get a base hit to right field. That'll be a single. With 2 outs, Stargell becomes a 3. A single to right +1. A 1-4. Stargell will score. He does. Stargell comes around second. He will score. Sanguillen holds at first. It's 2-0 Pirates. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI single by Sanguillen. And now runner at first base with 2 outs. And now another underrated player coming up. First baseman Al Oliver, a 285 average, 17 homers, and 70 RBIs. After making said throwing error, Rose looks to the stands. A shady man in a trench coat gives him a thumbs up. I'm glad to hear that, Brian Patterson. Make sure you keep track of her and make sure you take care of her. She's the only one you've got, just like mine. Strategy roll, that's a 20, but Arrigo's got no play. Arrigo, 3-5. Wild pitch. That's a possible pass ball. The pass ball bench is behind the plate. His pass ball rating is a 4. That's a 2. He prevents the pass ball. He prevents the pass ball, and that's going to be ball 1. Arrigo will do it again. Arrigo, 5-5. Walk +10. That 16 is high. Oliver, 1-4. It's a grounder to second base. That'll be taken care of by Chico Ruiz. He will make the play and retire the side. 2 runs, 3 hits, and an error. The Pirates jump out to a quick 2-0 lead here after 1. Go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Reds will be the third baseman, Hall of Famer Tony Perez. 294 average, 37 homers, 122 RBIs, and 69. Moose, 2-5, strikeout, 16 will miss. Perez, 3-4, and he popped out to the catcher. Moose says he'll take it, and he'll make it. 1 out. And now the catcher, Mr. Johnny Bench, Hall of Famer. Yeah, one of the greatest catchers of all time. Yeah, and some people say he was the greatest catcher of all time. 293 average, 26 homers, 90 RBIs, and 69. Matthew Stringer joins us here at Forbes Field. Moose, 6-5, strikeout 6, got him. They'll go ahead and strike out Bench. That's the 3rd K for Moose. And now the first baseman, Lee May, a 278 average, 38 homers, and 110 RBIs and 69. Doug Hunt joins us here at Forbes Field. Moose, 6-3. That's at the park. Forbes Field, 6-1. And that's a ground ball hit to first base. That'll be handled by Al Oliver. He'll make the play himself. And that's a 1-2-3 inning on the Reds. We will go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Pirates will be the second baseman, Gene Alley, a 246 average, 8 homers, and 32 RBIs in 69. Arrigo, 6-4 against the righty. It's a blank. Alley, 3-2, and he grounds it right back to the pitcher. Arrigo will go ahead and get that and throw it over to first. Next up is the shortstop, Freddie Patek, 239 average, 5 homers, 32 RBIs, and 69. Arrigo, 2-1, walk, 10. Yep, he walked him. That's ball 4. He'll walk Patek. Patek will trot down to first. First walk given up by Arrigo. And now we'll see the pitcher, Bob Moose. He'll probably be bunting. Corner's expecting it. Infield is in. Moose an 0.75 average and an RBI on 69. And they'll call the bunt. So Arrigo lays the pitch. 4-1, strikeout 3. That's not going to be a bunt. That's going to be bunted foul for strike 3, and that'll be it there. 2 down. Because when you do a bunt, the bunt ratings are halved. So 25 plus 20 plus 2 is 27. You divide that by 2, that's a 3. That's still under that. And Moose will strike out trying to get the bunt down. So now 2 away, and the batter is Alou. Alou got a base hit and scored his first time up. Patek on it first. He'll stay at first. Arrigo, 2-1, walk. 18 is high. Alou, 1-1, and Alou hits one into right field, and that's going to be a double. With 2 outs, Patek becomes a 5. A double to right, -1. A 1-4. Patek will score, and he will. Alou goes to second base. It's an RBI double for Alou, and the Pirates now have a 3-0 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI double for Alou, and already the Pirates are up 3-0. And the next batter is Pagan. He goes 0 for 1. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Strategy, nothing on the 4. Alou stays where he is. Arrigo, 2-4. That's at the park. Forbes Field, 1-2. That's grounded to first. That'll be handled by Lee May. And he'll take it to the bag himself and end the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, a walk. An RBI double by Matty Alou. The Pirates now have a 3-0 lead after 2. Good to have everybody in the chat. Got some big all-stars in there as usual. Go to the top of the third. Leading off for the Reds is going to be the second baseman, Chico Ruiz, a 245 average and 13 RBIs in 69. Moose, 4-5. Against the switch left, that's a blank. Ruiz, 4-3, and that's grounded to short. Freddie Patek will make the play to first. And now the shortstop, Woody Woodward, 261 average and 15 RBIs. Moose, 4-4, strikeout 11, called strike 3 on Woodward, struck him out, and that's the 4th K for Moose. 2 outs, and now that'll bring up the pitcher, Gerry Arrigo, had a 161 average in 69. Moose, a 6-1 hit by pitch, 16 is high. Arrigo, 4-1, and he lines it right back to Moose, who gloves it, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go the Reds. We go to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Pirates will be Willie Stargell. He got a RBI single his first time up. Arrigo will go ahead and he will pitch. Arrigo, 3-6 against the lefty. It's an out, and that is a fly out to left field. Caught there by Ted Savage for the out. The next batter is Clemente. Clemente's 0 for 1. Marlon Price joins us here at Forbes Field. Arrigo, 3-2, strikeout 10. That just missed. Clemente, 1-6. He grounds that to first. That'll be handled by May. And May will take it to the bag himself. And now Sanguillen. Sanguillen got a single his first time up. Arrigo, 5-6. That's a walk plus 10. But that 16 is too high. Sanguillen, 4-5. And he line drives it right to second base. But Ruiz is going to grab it. And that will retire the side. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Gerry Arrigo. He needed that. Still 3-0 Pirates after 3. Top of the fourth. Leading off for the Reds will be Ted Savage. He's 0 for 1. Moose. 2-2. Range play at the park. Forbes Field. 2-1. That's hit hard to left field. That's a 5. That's going to be a base hit to left field. But it's a range play for Willie Stargell. And he stunk out there. His range is a 1. And he makes the catch. What a play by Willie Stargell. He goes ahead and channels his inner Greg Luzinski and makes the play. 1 out. He needed a 1, and Stargell gets it. 1 out. He channels Greg Luzinski, and he gets the play. Next batter is Tolan. Tolan is 0 for 1. Moose will make the pitch. Moose, 6-5, strikeout, 19 is too high. Tolan, 5-5, that's grounded to first base. Handled there by May. Handled there actually by Oliver. And Oliver he'll go ahead and make the play to first himself, 2 down. Next batter is Rose. Rose is 0 for 1. Moose, he'll go ahead and pitch. Moose, 2-6, that's a blank. Rose, 2-5, and against the righty, it's a base hit. He hits that one past second base, and Rose will get the first hit of the game for the Reds. And it will now bring up Perez. Perez is 0 for 1. Rose had 7 stolen bases. He's not going anywhere. Moose will go ahead and pitch. Moose, 4-6, strikeout 8, swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. That is the 5th K for Moose. No runs and a hit for the Reds. Bottom of the 4th coming up here, with the Pirates holding on to a 3-0 lead. Both teams are in 4th place in their divisions. The Reds are only 2 wins back of the Dodgers. The Pirates are 6 wins back of the Cardinals. We got 3 very good races in the 69 season. Anybody really can make the postseason. Leading off for Pittsburgh will be Al Oliver. He's 0 for 1. Arrigo, 3-5. Wild pitch. That's a blank. Oliver, 1-5. That's a base hit to right field. Oliver gets a single, and he'll hold it first. Next batter is Alley. Kind of think that all the playoff teams are going to come down to the final week in September. Infield sets for double plays, and Oliver stays put. Arrigo, 3-1 against the righty. It's a blank. Alley, 2-5. That's a line drive to short. That's out number 1. And Oliver will be doubled off on a 1. Nope, he gets back. Alley hits a line drive right to shortstop, but Oliver gets back with ease. And now the batter is Patek. Patek walked his first time up. Oliver, he will stay where he is. Patek actually gets the hit and run, but you're up 3-0. I think you just hit away normally here. Arrigo, 2-4. That's at the park. Forbes Field, 4-6. Fly to left field. That'll be caught by Savage. And Oliver will stay where he is, 2 down. And now here's Moose. Moose struck out his first time up. Oliver stays. Arrigo, 4-3. Range play. Moose, 3-6. That's hit hard to right field. That's a 19. It's just going to be a fly ball to right. But going after that is Pete Rose. Rose's range is a 3. He can't get it. And that is going to be a single to right for Bob Moose. Oliver with 2 outs, base runner 4, becomes a 5. A single to right, a 0, 1-5. Oliver gets the third. That's a 6. Here comes a play from Rose. Rose has a 0 arm, a 1-4. There'll be a play. And there is a play, 2-5. Oliver is out. And he is. Oliver tries to go to third base, but Rose guns him down at third, and the inning is over. That does go as a hit. for Bob Moose, but Al Oliver trying to get to third base, and Pete Rose guns him down to end the inning. No runs, 2 hits. For the Pirates, it stays 3-0 after 4. What a play by Rose to go ahead and throw the runner out. Which was my favorite Marlins team to play in a tournament, 03 or 97? 97. The 97 Marlins were the first ones to win a World Series. They are my favorites. We go to the top of the 5th. Leading off for the Reds will be Johnny Bench, and he's 0 for 1. And my reason why I chose them is because usually my favorite team is usually the team that wins the first championship for me, okay, as me being alive, as far as I know, or getting to the final round, which means, of course, even though I was born in 1969, and the Mets won the World Series that year, I did not know anything about baseball, only about a few months old. The 1986 Mets, of course, is my favorite Mets team. The 97 Marlins team was my favorite because that was the first Marlins team that won the championship down here while I was living in Florida. My favorite football team was the 1984 Dolphins. Even though they didn't win the Super Bowl, that was the only time they've been to the Super Bowl since I've known what football was, not counting 72 or 73 because I was living in New York at the time and didn't know anything about football then. I probably still don't know anything about football now. Basketball, the Miami Heat, the 05-06 team is my favorite team of the Heat, winning their first championship. And it used to be, and in hockey, the 95-96 Panthers used to be my favorite team, but that's been replaced by my 23-24 Panthers, who have raised the cup. Let's get back to baseball. Top of the 5th, 3-0 Pirates. Bench will lead off against Moose. Moose, 4-4, strikeout, 15 is high. Bench, 5-6, and that is a grounder to third. Handled there by Jose Pagan, and the throw will go to first for out number 1. Next batter is May. May is 0 for 1. Moose, 3-6, strikeout 9, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is strikeout number 6 for Moose. And now the batter is Ruiz, and Ruiz is 0 for 1. Moose will go ahead and pitch. College is different. Sports Time Machine. Believe it or not, my favorite Canes team is the 01 Canes. Even though, because really college football, I do root for the Canes, yes. But I love all college football. My favorite Canes team, though, would be the 01 Canes. Mostly because they were the best college football team in history. I know a lot of you will disagree with that, but they had 38 draft picks in the NFL. I take that team against any college team from today and back. Not with that defense. Moose, 5-1. That's a walk plus 10. That'll walk Ruiz. Ruiz will go ahead and walk. That's only the first walk given up by Moose. The batter now will be Woodward. Woodward is 0 for 1. Ruiz on it first, and he will stay there. Moose, 5-1. Walk plus 10, and he walks Woodward. So now the Reds got something going on here, as Moose is having suddenly got control issues. But that does bring up the pitcher, Arrigo. And yes, he will bat. This is the 1960s, not the 2020s. Ruiz on it second, Woodward on it first. Fans here at Forbes Field would like a strikeout. Anything on Strat? No. Moose. 3-3, walk 2, and he walked Arrigo, and he walked all the bases loaded. He walks the pitcher. And now a big chance for the Reds for Ted Savage. Savage is 0 for 2. He walks Ruiz, he walks Woodward, and he walks Arrigo. Now he's got to face Savage with the bases full. Still 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. 3-0 in favor of the Bucks. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 17. Moose has got to make a pitch. Moose. 3-3. Walk 4. And he walked in a run. I don't believe it. He walks in a run. He'll walk Ruiz 4 straight base on balls, and it's now 3-1. And they go talk to Moose on the mound immediately and see what's up, as he's given up 4 straight free passes. And now the batter is Tolan. Tolan is 0 for 2. Ben Witz joins us here at Forbes Field. So now bases are loaded here, and Moose has got to pitch to Tolan. And all of this with 2 outs. 4 straight walks, now walks in a run. Now it's a 3-1 game for the Bucks. Strategy, nothing on the 2. Moose will have to pitch to Tolan. Moose, 5-1. That's a walk plus 10. That's a 3. And that is the 5th straight walk given up by Bob Moose. And another run will score. Stadium groans. 5 straight base on balls, and now it's 3-2. And now the batter is Rose. And the pitching coach now goes to talk to Moose and say, hey, get the ball over the plate or something. So bases on balls, and he's still pitching. Yes, Ben Witz, he's still pitching. This is 1969, not 2024. Moose will pitch to Rose, who's 1 for 2 at a single. Moose is going to pitch here now 3-2. And Moose will go ahead and settle in. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 5. Moose will go ahead and pitch. Moose, 4-4. Strikeout 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he finally gets a K here to end the inning. 2 runs on no hits, but 5 straight walks. It's 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. I don't care if it's 2024 and 1914, you walk 5 in a row, usually get the hook. Not an RJL network, you don't. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. The batter leading off for the Pirates will be Matty Alou. He's 2 for 2, a single and a double. Arrigo will go ahead and pitch. Arrigo, 5-4. Pitcher result, 19 is high. Alou, 4-6, and he hits one to center. That's a 1, and against the lefty, that's a base hit. That'll be a single, and Alou will get his 3rd hit of the game. And the batter will be Pagan. Pagan is 0 for 2. Let him walk 50 then. I will let him walk 50 just to go. I have to grade your man for 199.9%. Strategy roll, nothing on the 15. Hey, you don't get 99.9% on that other channel with the fluffy cat. Arrigo, 6-2. Home run result against the lefty. Pagan needs a 17. -1 is a 16. That's an 8. And by the way, Bob Moose's 5 walks just didn't matter because Pagan just hit that out. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Jose Pagan. Arrigo goes ahead and puts it right over the plate. Pagan takes that meatball, turns that into lasagna. A 2-run bomb by Pagan. And once again, the Pirates are up by 3. Stadium cheers. Yay! You see, I knew that the Pirates were going to would increase the lead a little bit. So would increase the lead. That's why I wasn't worried about Moose. Like I said, you don't see predictions like that on the other channel with the fluffy cat. Next batter is Stargell. Stargell is 1 for 2. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Now a 5-2 Pirates lead. Arrigo, 1-2. Strikeout, 6. Got him. He'll go ahead and get Stargell for a strikeout. And that is his second. Second strikeout for Arrigo. And it will bring up Clemente. Clemente is 0 for 2. Arrigo will pitch. Arrigo, 3-1 against the righty. It's a blank. Clemente, 2-1. Base hit. Hits that one past second base. And Clemente has his first hit of the game. Single for Clemente. The next batter is Sanguillen. And he's 1 for 2 with a base hit. Clemente had 4 stolen bases. And he gets none here. Arrigo, 3-5. Wild pitch. That's a 6. And yep, that's a wild pitch. And Clemente goes to second. Wild pitch thrown by Arrigo. And Clemente goes to second base. And we'll re-roll the strat. Nothing on the 13. Fluffy cat, what did you miss? Oh, Brian Patterson, what you've missed. Clemente on at second. Infield is back. 1 out here. Bottom of the 5th. 5-2 Pirates. Arrigo. 5-3. Home run chance. But that 3 is going to be too high. Sanguillen, a righty, needs a 1. The 3 is too high. Sanguillen. 3-2, and he pops out to short. That'll be caught by Woodward for the second out. 2 outs, and now here's Oliver. Oliver 1 for 2 with a single. Clemente. I got something going, a nice friendly rivalry between me and baseball demos there, Brian Patterson. Clemente on at second. Nothing on the 13. Arrigo. 3-5, wild pitch, another wild one, and Clemente goes to third. Second wild pitch in the inning. This may be the last inning for Arrigo as well. And now, again, runner on third, and that's a 20, but Arrigo has no pickoff. He'll concentrate on Oliver. Arrigo will deal. Arrigo, 1-5, and that is a wild pitch. That is a 10. Arrigo, wild pitches, Roberto Clemente, all around the board. He will score at 6-2 Pirates. Stadium cheers. Yay. So the Pirates get a run here and didn't even need to swing the bat. Gerry Arrigo goes ahead and throws 3 wild ones and allows Clemente to score. Cutter Historical joins us here at Forbes Field. Now Arrigo will pitch to Oliver, and now and that's 3 wild pitches. So he's got ball 3. If another wild pitch comes up, I'm going to call that an automatic walk. 2-6. That's a blank, not tired. Oliver, 3-4. That's a fly out to left. And getting over there is going to be Savage. And he will make the catch and retire the side. 3 runs, 3 hits. A 2-run bomb by Jose Pagan. And Roberto Clemente scoring on 3 wild pitches. 6-2 Pirates after 5. What a crazy game. What a crazy game so far. Top of the 6th. Moose back on the mound, hoping he'll have a better inning than the last one. Leading off for the Reds will be Tony Perez. He's 0 for 2. Moose will go ahead and you can't find you can find bad pitching over on that other channel. We've seen some bad pitching over there too. Moose 2-1 blank. Perez 5-3 flight out to center field. That'll be caught by Alou, and that's out number 1. Next up is Bench. Bench is 0 for 2. Moose will go ahead and deal. Moose 5-1. That's a walk plus 10. That 15, that will walk Bench. He'll trot to first. Another walk by Moose. That's his 6th. And now here's May. And May is 0 for 2. Strategy rolls are still on. And nothing on the 2. Bench will stay put. Moose will pitch. Moose, 6-5, strikeout. Got me. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 8 for Moose, 2 away. And now here's Ruiz. And Ruiz is 0 for 1 with a walk. Bench, stays put. Moose looking in on Ruiz. Fans here at Forbes Field hoping for a good pitch. Moose, 3-1, home run chance. But Ruiz has zeros. It's not happening. Ruiz, 2-2, but against a righty. That's just a lazy fly ball to center field. And Matty Alou's going to get to it. Make the catch and retire the side. Nothing across except the walk. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning. The leadoff batter for the Bucks is Gene Alley. He is 0 for 2. Arrigo is due to bat second in the inning. And I'm thinking that, I'm thinking Arrigo. I'm kind of thinking that they would take him out after this, even though they're due to bat second. They're going to let Arrigo pitch, but if he gets in trouble, the Reds will go ahead and bring in a new pitcher. Alley will go ahead and bat. He's 0 for 2. It is the bottom of the Pirate lineup, too. Arrigo, 2-6. And that is a base hit right past the pitcher. Arrigo was tired, and he gets right by him, and that will be it for Arrigo. So Alley gets a single. He'll get to first, and Gerry Arrigo is done. And the Reds will go to the bullpen. And now the batter is Patek. And the Reds will bring out a new pitcher. And I don't know if Brian B is still with me there, but I don't know if he wants me to bring out a bum or a decent pitcher. So if you're there, Brian B, do you have a choice, or you want me to bring out a bum or a decent pitcher? I'll let you make the call if you're there, Brian B. I'll give you a couple of seconds to let me know what you want. You're down 6-2. Don't bring in Carroll. Okay, I'm not going to bring, unless I double switch. Not in the 6th inning. So coming on to pitch for the Reds is going to be Pedro Ramos. 4 wins, 3 losses, 2 saves, a 5.18 ERA. Ramos is going to be the second pitcher. Arrigo does leave with the L. And Alley is on at first. If I did a double switch, I would not do it until the 7th, 8th, or 9th. So Alley on at first, and infield set it, double play ready to go. Nothing on the 17. Ramos will pitch. Ramos, 5-4, walk, 19. That's too high. Patek, 1-6. That's a grounder to short. 2-1-2. Second base, pivot. Ruiz, a 0. A 1-2. It's a double play. No. Alley thrown out at second, and Patek will reach first. Fielder's choice. That brings up the pitcher, Moose. Moose, let's see, he can still pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. He does have a 6-2 lead. I'm going to let him bunt here probably. So they're going to call the corners in. Strategy roll first. Nothing on the 13. Bob Moose will square to bunt. Ramos, 2-4. Range play. Okay, so we have a range play check on the bunt. So Moose will go ahead and bunt it. And that is bunted right to the pitcher. Ramos's range is a 2. And he's got it. Now we see what happens here. Moose is a bunt rating of 4, but hit to the pitcher, it's a 3. So let's see what we get here. That's a 5, and that is going to be a successful sacrifice bunt. So it's bunted right back to Ramos. Makes a good play. The only play he had was the first, though. That's out number 2. If he doesn't make that range, that's a base hit. So sacrifice hit right back to Ramos. And now a runner on second for Alou. Alou is 3 for 3. 2 singles and a double. Runner on second. 6-2 Pirates. Patek on second there. Strategy roll. And nothing on the 15. Ramos will pitch to Alou. Ramos, 4-2. That's a blank. Alou, 3-1. It's a ground ball to third. That'll be handled by Perez. Takes his time and throws it over to retire the side. Not a bad job by bringing in Pedro Ramos for the Reds. You don't see good pitching, bringing in relief pitchers here on that other channel with the beautiful cat. No runs and a hit though, and a sacrifice hit. Still 6-2 Pirates after 6. Taster's Choice. Never liked that call. I never liked Taster's Choice there, Cutter Historical. I'm sorry. I'm a Maxwell House kind of coffee drinker. Top of the 7th, Joel Turney joins us here at Forbes Field. Moose can still pitch to 2 more batters. He's going to stay out there, at least for this inning. And leading off for the Reds is going to be Woody Woodward. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. 6-2 Pirates. Moose, 3-2, range play. Woodward, 3-2. That's a single pass short, but it's a range play for Freddie Patek. His range is a 2. He can't get it. It'll be a base hit. So Woodward will go ahead and make first. And now we'll see a pinch hitter for Pedro Ramos. And coming on to pinch hit for the Reds is going to be Alex Johnson. 315 average, 17 homers, 88 RBIs. Alex Johnson will bat here for the pitcher. As baseball and speaking of baseball with the demos, there he is, the guy with the fluffy cat. Woodward on at first, 6-2 Pirates. Moose in some trouble, a little bit of trouble early. Strategy rolls are now off. Moose, 4-4. Strikeout 1 got Johnson. Struck him out. And that is his 9th K. 1 out. I think Johnson's going to stay into the game. He'll come in and play left field. I think he'll come in and play left field here, and he'll take over the 9th spot. We'll see where goes for the pitcher. Next batter is Savage. Savage is 0 for 2 with a walk. So we're going to have a bit of a double switch here. So Woodward on at first. Infield is at double play depth. Moose will go ahead and deal. Moose, by the way, is tired. Moose, 1-1, possible error. Savage, 5-3, ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Freddie Patek. His error rating is a 13. That's a 20. He doesn't make an error. 2, 2, 3. Second base, pivot alley, +1, a 1-4. It's a double play. No! Woodward thrown out at second, but Savage will make first. 2 outs. So Savage gets in on a fielder's choice. Now the batter is Tolan, and Moose trying to finish it up. Savage on it first. 2 outs here. 6-2. Strategy rolls are off. Moose, 6-6. Strikeout 6. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The inning is over. What a night for Bob Moose. That is his 10th K. No runs and a hit for the Reds, as Moose is doing a heck of a job tonight. And he is getting it done. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be tomorrow night. It will be August 26th. And we got a good one tomorrow night. I know Chuck Rawlings won't miss it tomorrow night because we'll be at Tiger Stadium for a big matchup between the Oakland Athletics and the Detroit Tigers. George Lazarique will be pitching for Oakland. Denny McLain will be going for the Tigers. It was actually the first game of a doubleheader. And we're going to play that first game. So Oakland will play Detroit. The Athletics still holding on to first in the American League West. The Tigers right now still chasing Baltimore, Boston, the Yankees, and the Senators in the American League East. Big game tomorrow. The Tigers and the Athletics from Tiger Stadium. I know for a fact Chuck Rawlings will not miss that game tomorrow. Bottom of the 7th, Pirates lead 6-2. And Alex Johnson will come in and play in right field. So timeout for a substitution here. So Johnson will now be in right field. I'm sorry, left field. Johnson's coming into left field. My bad. He will play left field. And the pitcher will now bat in the number 1 spot. And the question is, who's going to pitch there, Brian B? Is it going to be who's coming in to pitch, Brian? You didn't tell me who wants to pitch. So Alex Johnson, he's a 3.17-0. And Savage is a +1, so I actually got to make a change on the card. So he was what? He is in left field, so left field is a 0, so it's -2, +1, -1 now. I always have my baseball helper card, unlike that other channel with the cat. And you say Carroll. Okay. So coming on to pitch for the Reds is going to be Clay Carroll. 12 wins, 6 losses, 7 saves, a 3.52 ERA. Carroll will be the 3rd Red pitcher. Jose Pagan leads off for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 7th. He had a 2-run bomb his last time up. He is 1 for 3. So Carroll will pitch. He can pitch to 11 batters. So that would be, let's see here. 9, 10, 11, there. So Carroll will go ahead and pitch. And yeah, you don't get chat managing on that other channel either. Carroll, 3-1 against the righties. Strikeout 6, got him. He goes ahead and gets Pagan for a K, 1 down. Next batter is Stargell. Pops is 1 for 3. He's got a single. Carroll, a 3-3 wild pitch. That's a blank. Stargell, 6-2, and that's a ground ball to third. And they're easily there by Tony Perez. And he will throw it over to first for the out. And now Clemente 1 for 3, got a single his last time up. The other channel shows the standings during the game. You will start getting standings from the Jimmy Jam starting the pennant race. That's when I start showing standings at the beginning of every stream. I will show the standings for all the divisions. I started doing in September. I don't do that the rest of the year. It takes a little too much time. But September, I'll only feature and the standings I show are only the teams that are in it. Not every team, not the teams that are not. Carroll will go ahead and pitch to Clemente. Carroll, 2-6, error on a grounder. Clemente, 6-4. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Perez. Perez's error rating is an 11. That's a 9. He picks it up, drops it, picks it up, drops it. By the time he's ready to throw, Clemente's already past first. That's an error. That's going to be an E5 on Perez. That's the first error on the Reds. They also had an error historically. They had an error historically in the game there. So that's I'm sorry, that's the second error on the Reds. My bad. That's the second error. They got 2 errors tonight. So Clemente is safe at first. Here comes Sanguillen. Sanguillen is 1 for 3. Till 2 down. Carroll will go ahead and pitch to Sanguillen. Carroll, 2-4. That's a blank. Sanguillen, 6-4. Ground ball to first. That'll be handled by Lee May. And he'll get that. He'll take it to the bag himself. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits. There was an error. But the Pirates still holding on to a 6-2 lead after 7. A nice call there by Brian B. And we go to the top of the 8th. Top of the 8th, 6-2 in favor of the Pirates. Bob Moose is tired. He is due to bat 4th. The Pirates are going to let him pitch and see if he can maybe get out of the inning. Leading off for the Reds, however, will be Mr. Pete Rose, and he is 1 for 3 with a single. Moose will go ahead and pitch. Moose, 1-1, possible error. Rose, 2-6. That's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Al Oliver. His error rating is a 6. That's an 18. He won't make an error. Moose will come on over and take it from him, and that's out number 1. 1 down, and now here's Perez. Perez is 0 for 3. The other Toronto tries to do innovative things like different color lighting to make all the players like Kool-Aid men. Hey, I'm working on it. I think I got it. I think I got this the best possible. I think there should be a very nice. I know how it looks on my screen, but on your screens it should look very nice. You don't see 4K camera shots on that other channel. Moose, 4-6, strikeout 5, got him. And Moose is just dealing. That is his 11th strikeout tonight. 2 down, and the batter is Bench. Bench is 0 for 2 with a walk. Moose sets up against Bench. Here are 2 away. Moose trying to get the inning done. Moose, 2-1. That's a blank. Bench, 2-1. And against the righty, it's a double into center field. Bench keeps the inning going with a double in the center field of the park. That sounded bad. And now the batter is May. Moose will stay out there trying to go ahead and get it done. May is 0 for 3. If a run scores, that'll be it for Moose. Dare you ask how the Indians faring in this replay? They have a wonderful record there, Mr. Patterson. The Indians have 70. They are 74-52. The only problem is the 74 is the losses, the 52 are the wins, and they are in last place in the American League East. I am very sorry to say that. Moose with the pitch. Moose, 2-6, blank. May, 6-3, base hit right field. That's a single. Bench with 2 outs, base runner 4. Single to right, -1 though. 1-3, Bench will score. He does. Bench will come around and score. May holds it first. It's now 6-3. So the Reds do get a run there, and that will be it for Bob Moose. Did a very good job, though. He leaves with the W. But that will be it for Moose, as the Pirates will go to the bullpen. Why don't you just tell them the funeral service is Saturday for them? New pitcher coming in for the Pirates. And it is going to be, let's see. Well, first, the next batter is Chico Ruiz. And it's going to be, I think they're going to bring a lefty. Coming on to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Joe Gibbon. 6 wins, 4 losses, 11 saves, a 2.41 ERA. Gibbon may even be in there to try to get to finish the game out. But Chico Ruiz will bat against Gibbon here. 2 outs, but now it's a 6-3 game. Gibbon sets up. May on it first. Strategy rolls are still off. Gibbon, 3-1. Pitcher result, 13. Nope, that's going to be too high. Ruiz, 2-5, and he grounds it to short. Taken care of there by Patek, and he will throw to second to get May, and the inning will end there. 1 run on 2 hits for the Reds. 6-3 going in the bottom of the 8th. Why don't you tell them the funeral service is Saturday? Ben Witz is bad. Bottom of the 8th inning. Al Oliver leads off for the Bucks. He is 1 for 3. Carroll will stay on the mound. Carroll goes against Oliver. Fans here at Forbes Field would still like to see the Pirates win this ball game. Carroll, 1-2, range play. Oliver, 1-3, ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Woodward. His range is a 3. He's got it. Gets that all up, gets up on his feet, and throws to first to get Oliver. 1 away. Nice play by Woodward. 1 down. And now here's Alley. Alley is 1 for 3 with a single. Carroll, 5-2, strikeout 5, swing and a miss, struck the mound. And that is the second K for Carroll. Another strikeout there for him. And now here's Patek. Patek is 0 for 2 with a walk. He will bat. Carroll looking on, and he'll pitch. Carroll, 3-1 against a righty. Strikeout, 15 is high. Patek, 5-5 and against a righty. That's grounded to short. Up with it is Woodward. He'll take care of it, toss it over, and retire the side. Nice job by Carroll in the 2 innings he's pitched. 1, 2, 3, go the Bucks. But they have a 6-3 lead after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the 9th. Joe Gibbon. He can pitch to 5 more batters before he tires. He will stay out there. Woody Woodward is the leadoff batter, and he will bat. He actually hits lefties a little better. So Woodward will bat against Gibbon here. Top of the 9th inning. Pirates trying now to close the deal. Gibbon, 4-6 against a righty. It's a blank. Woodward, 2-1, flies out to center field, and that will be Alou getting to that. And he'll make the catch for the out. Next batter is the new left fielder, Alex Johnson. Johnson will come up to bat. He struck out his first time up. Gibbon will go ahead and deal. Gibbon, 2-1. That's an automatic out. And that will be a fly to left. Stargell will get to that one with ease. And that's out number 2. And now the fans are on their feet. And now we have to see a pinch hitter for Clay Carroll, as he was the next batter. And coming on to pinch hit for the Reds is going to be Tommy Helms. 269 average, a homer, and 40 RBIs. He will bat. He's the last chance for the Reds. So Tommy Helms now at the plate. Gibbon trying to finish it off. 6-3 Pirates. Fans here at Forbes Field are loud. Gibbon sets it up, and now he deals. Gibbon, 5-1, walk, 15 is high. Helms, 2-6, and it's a ground ball to short. Up with it is Freddie Patek. He takes care of it. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. The Pirates raise the Jolly Roger and beat the Reds tonight 6-3. Stadium cheers. Yay! 3 up and 3 down. A nice win for the Pirates, as they'll take a 6-3 win over the Reds. And the Pirates get it done, and they'll go to 68-55. The Reds drop to 64-59. But a nice win for the Pirates today at Forbes Field. Final line score coming up. For the Pirates, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. For the Reds, 3 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors. The winning pitcher is Bob Moose. He'll wind up with the win. Gerry Arrigo takes the loss. Joe Gibbon does get a hold. So that does it here tonight for tonight's ball game between the Reds and the Pirates. But we are still not done. It is time for 10-minute ticker. Rigged again. Oh, Frank Rosenk joins us here for some FastScore Baseball. I had high hopes for the Tribe. 1969 Indians were not that great. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Reds will take a loss today, 6-3 to the Pirates. Let's see how the rest of the majors does. August 23rd, White Sox at Red Sox. White Sox 834, 3 runs. Red Sox 1441, 5 runs. And that's a win for Boston. They're going to make the playoffs. Detroit at California. Tigers 1024, 3. Angels 334, 2. That's a win for the Tigers. Washington at Kansas City. Senators 831, and that is 3. Royals 666, that's 8, and that's a win for the R's. Yankees at Minnesota. Did I mount my neoprene mat? Kind of, not really. I didn't mount it. I just kind of have it paperclip to the same board. Yankees 116, that is 0. Twins 841, and that's 4. It's a win for the Twins. Baltimore at Oakland, big series. Orioles 1135, that is 4. Athletics 511, that's 0. And the Orioles win the ball game. Baltimore, by the way, has already over 82 wins. They qualify for the playoffs. Doesn't mean they made it, but they do qualify. Teams that have already out is San Diego and Montreal. And by the way, the Padres have only 30 wins. The San Diego Padres could be this year's 2024 Chicago White Sox. Cleveland at Seattle. Indians 1246, and that is 5. Pilots 666, that's 8. A win for the Flyboys. Astros and the Cubs. Astros 914, that's 1. Cubs 1143, that's 5. A win for the Cubs. Giants and the Expos. Giants 1256, that is 7. Expos 1043, and that's 4. It's a win for the G-Men. Dodgers and the Mets. Mets still chasing the Cubs. They are in second at this time. Dodgers 724, and that is 2. Mets 626, that is also 2. They will go to extras. Dodgers roll a 5, -1 is 4. Mets roll a 3, +3 is 6. And that's a win for the Mets. Padres and the Phillies. Padres 814, and that's 1. Phillies 1143, and that is 5. Poor Padres just can't buy a win. Braves and the Cardinals. Big pitching matchup, too. Phil Niekro against lefty. Braves 311, that's 0. Cardinals 236, and that is 2. That's a win and that is a win for the Redbirds. August 24th, White Sox at Boston. White Sox 1142, that's 4. Red Sox 1363, that's 8. Another win for Boston. Detroit at California. Tigers 943, and that's 4. Angels 256, and that is 4, and that is a tie. Detroit, both teams roll a 1. Detroit -1, California +2. That's a win for the Halos. Washington at Kansas City. Washington 836, that's 3. Royals 326, and that is 2. A win for the Sens. Yankees and the Twins. Yankees 554, that's 4. Twins 1232, and that is 4. They will go to extras as well. Yankees roll a 2, +2 is 4. Twins roll a 3, -3 is 0. Wow, that's a win for the Yanks. Baltimore at Oakland in a doubleheader. Let's see. Orioles 1331, that's 4. Athletics 746, that's also 4. They go to extras. Baltimore rolls a 4, -2 is 2. Oakland rolls a 3, and +0. That will be a win for the Athletics in the first game. Baltimore 10-15, and that is 2. Oakland 9-12, that's 0. Ouch. And the 8, they will split the twin bill. Cleveland at Seattle. Cleveland 10-26, that is 3. Pilots 10-16, that is 2. That's a win for the Tribe. Astros and the Cubs. Astros 733, that's 3. Cubs 1453, and that is 6. And that's a win for the Cubs. That's actually a doubleheader, too. Game number 2. Astros 861, and that is 6. Cubs 1456, and that is 1456. That's 7. The Cubs win both. Giants and the Expos. Giants 1433, and that's 4. Expos 111 at 0, win for the G-Men. Dodgers and the Mets. Mets already have one happy recap tonight. Dodgers 644, and that is 4. Mets 644, that is also 4. Once again, they'll have extras. Dodgers roll a 2, -1 is 1. Mets have a 5, +3 is 8. Another happy recap for the Mets. Padres and the Phillies. Padres 651, and that is 4. Phillies 1254, and that is 6. And the Padres can't buy a win. Reds and the Pirates. Reds 1146, and that's 5. Pirates 952, and that's also 5. They go to extras. Reds roll a 2, +1 is 3. Pirates roll a 5, +0. That's another win for the Bucks. Braves and the Cardinals. Braves 621, and that is 1. Cardinals 954, that's 5. Another win for the Redbirds. They stay where they're at. Only 2 games on August 25th. Washington and Minnesota. Senators 1053, that's 5. Twins 713, that is 1. That's a win for the Sens. Reds and the Cubs. Reds, probably makeup games. Reds 961, that is 6. Cubs 963, and that's 7. And the Cubs will beat the Reds, and the Reds lose all 3 games tonight. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And by the way, yeah, the Padres could probably lose on an off day. This 1969 Padres team may not make 40 wins. This could very well be the worst team in any league on RJL Network since I've started doing this. But they still have a month to see if they can get at least over 40 or something. Tomorrow night will be August 26th. We will be at Tiger Stadium as the Oakland Athletics take on the Detroit Tigers. George Lazarique will be pitching for the Athletics, and Denny McClain for the Tigers. Big game tomorrow between those two teams, and I know you're not going to want to miss it for Friday Night Baseball. Oakland at Detroit, Lazrique and McClain. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. It is a raise the Jolly Roger for the Pirates. They beat the Reds tonight 6-3 in a pretty good matchup. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.